Hello everybody, it's Dan again. In this video, we're going to be going over one of our 180-degree turns while we're moving, the to the rear, or as we like to call it for short, TTR. A to the rear, or a TTR, is just a really fancy way of saying that we're turning 180 degrees. The basic TTR is when we do it on count 8 of a forward march, and then we're obviously turning 180 degrees in one count and going the opposite direction. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So our basic TTR is the most simple 180-degree turn that we have while we're moving, and it's a pretty self-explanatory one. So once you get up on the line on 8, you're just going to turn over your left shoulder and go 180 degrees. All snappy, all in that one count, everything that we've applied up to this point. And then you're going to continue on your merry way 180 degrees from where you were coming before. A little bit of like a mental cheat code that you can have here is that if you think about when you're hitting the line, your left leg is 22.5 inches behind you before you execute the turn. And then after you execute the turn, if you never lifted that up in the first place, which I don't recommend you do, because you'll blow something out, but it's still that 22.5 inches. So all you need to do is just lift up your left leg, right? And I'll show you what I mean here. So 7, 8. There you go. I didn't really do any other motion with my left leg other than lift it up. And then I can just place it right back down and get where I need to go. Something else that's going to show up with all of these TTRs is this dip factor, and I should have said it back in the flank video now that I'm thinking about it, but you shouldn't have any motion on the y-axis. Had to think about that for a second. You don't want your drum to dip, you don't want your shoulders to go down or back, anything like that. You just want that to be all on the x-axis. So as you're approaching the line, really tighten up all these muscles that you need to engage, and that's gonna help you immensely. And when you get the drum on, it's gonna be a little bit more tempting, especially on left and right flanks, and could also be on the basic TTR here, is that you're gonna want to kind of like dip your shoulder in the direction. You'll see once you get the drum on, but don't do that. That's not what you wanna do. The TTR is a humble and simple turn, but it's really, really effective at what it does. So please post a video in the Google Classroom, and let's make sure that your TTR is also simple and humble. Thanks, and go Bucks.